7 of the 500cc sidecar competition. As they go into that first turn, we're looking to see Leicester and Clive Goodwin go to the front. They do indeed do that as they come around that first bend now, leading Clive. Has got a lot of work to do. Oh, we're expecting Steve Kensington to be battling out at the front of the field, and he's back in 5th place now, moves up into 4th place, and he goes chasing after Ray Cross. So as Leicester and Clive Goodwin pull away from the field, it's a problem to Ray Cross, as Bennett goes through as well. But keep your eyes on Steve Kensington. He's going after Tony Cook now as he goes up the back straight. They're 2nd and 3rd place as we're looking at them. Tony Cook, the very, very experienced driver with new passenger Tim Phillips in the chair. He's now got Steve Kensington and Bill Buckley working hard to try and get some points from this one. They'll make the challenge on the last turn. Leicester and Clive Goodwin have got away from them. And it's going to take some very clever riding from Steve Kensington to get past the very experienced Tony Cook. Drives in hard, looks for a way on the inside. He's going to have to battle for 3rd place though. Race 22, the official result of Heat 7, event 4, the 500cc sidecars. This one sponsored by BDT Welding Fabrications. A win for rider number 3, that's Leicester Goodwin and Clive Goodwin. 3 rides and 3 wins to that crew. In 2nd place, outfit number 10, Tony Cook and Tim Phillips. In 3rd place, outfit number 2, Steve Kensington and Neil Pocknell. In 4th place, number 21, Norman Haynes and Bob Reed. In 5th place, number 81, the reserve coming in, Ray Cross and Stuart Dan. 6th place there, number 33. The winning time, 125.17. 125.17. Underway and making a terrific start is outfit number 22, Gary Lloyd. Well, he's already got 3 bikes advantage as he goes into that first turn. That was exactly the sort of start that he wanted. This time is up into 2nd place. Chris Hall in 4th place at the moment. But as we look to the front, it is Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins that have got away from the rest of the field. Ricky Neal leads Clinton Lee in 2nd at the moment. I've got that wrong, didn't I? They're in 3rd at the moment. Ricky Neal trying the inside, then the outside, desperately trying to get round Mike Reed. Chris Hall watching what's going on in front of him. Sure, he'll take advantage of any errors that are made by those 2 tools in front of him. But the gap really has opened up. Gary Lloyd looks to have got faster and faster as the afternoon has gone on. Gary Lloyd, who had a win 2nd time out, he was right back in 5th in his first ride. And I just wonder whether he's found out what the problem was after his first ride. And is it going to be a challenge on Leicester Goodwin? Checker flag is coming for him this time, so that is Jackson Hill. And as they come towards the line, Mike Reed hangs on to it. Ricky Neal gets 2nd place, 3rd place I should say, and of course Chris Hall in 4th. For his centre, Milton Road at New Milton. A win, his 2nd of the afternoon for number 22, that's Gary Lloyd and passenger Dave Higgins. In 2nd place, number 57, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. In 3rd place, number 11, Ricky Neal and Clinton Lee. In 4th place, number 4, Chris Hall and Sean Chick. And in 5th place, number 91, Keith Drury and Graham Webb. The winning time, 123.86, 123.86. sidecars. Brian Palmer on the inside. I can see Jackson trying to get to that first turn. We've got an outfit on the outside of his sidecar right there with him as they turn into the top corner. With Brian Palmer into this one. That's one rider. I hadn't appreciated was coming out in this one. Chris Salisbury is up in third place, but it's Simon Baird, the addition, that's chasing after Brian Palmer, who's got to the front. Chris Salisbury still there in third. Those three outfits together. Simon Baird closes right up on Brian Palmer. Oh, terrific 500. Simon Baird tries to go back underneath and does so. Terrific scrap for that second spot, and both of them trying to chase after Brian Palmer, who's leading. Car number 5, Andy Hopkins, is also not out of the battle. He's right up there and goes through on the inside of Chris Salisbury. Absolutely right. Number 5, Andy Hopkins. This is the first time the driver has problems to Brian Palmer. Brian Palmer falls out on the far side. It means that Simon Baird moves up in the second place. Chris Salisbury into second. I should say Simon Baird has obviously moved up into the lead, and Andy Hopkins in third. Chris Salisbury gets second, and Andy Hopkins out for the very first time this afternoon as a driver in his own right. He gets third place in front of Lionel Cox. Then for the 500cc sidecars, this one sponsored by BDT Welded Fabrications at Holton Heath Pool, and a win for, I believe, their first win of the afternoon. Outfit number 41, Simon Baird and Robert Graves. In second place, number 418 is Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. They've still been scoring well. In third place, number 5, Andy Hopkins and Robin Brown. In fourth place, number 78, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. In fifth place, number 143, Keith Richards and Colin Haynes. And in sixth place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. The winning time, 125.15, 125.15. To be unbeaten this afternoon as he goes away again. He moves into that first turn, leading from Simon Giddings in second place. Anthony Locke in third place at the moment. Dean Cammy right in there amongst the riders. So Dean Cammy now with some work to do as Simon Giddings goes very, very wide on that bottom turn. He's certainly quick going that long way round. Dean Cammy fighting with machine as he goes up that back straight. Malcolm Simmons has certainly got away from the rest of the field. Mike Dowling in fifth place at the moment with Mark Zimmer chasing after him and James Cawthray. But as we go into the last lap already, it's been fast and furious this afternoon. Very wide. They turn into that bottom turn. Simon Giddings still there in second. Anthony Locke closing up on him though as they come into the last turn. Checker flag goes out and it is going to be a win once again for Malcolm. Locke in third and Dean Cammy in fourth. Sit by P&K Panel Works, Willis Way Pool, a win once again. 3 rides this afternoon and 3 wins. Malcolm Simmons, rider number 30. In second place, number 179, Simon Giddings. In third place, number 99, Anthony Locke. In fourth place, number 44, Dean Camia. In fifth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. Sixth place, number 169, James Cawthray. Seventh place, number 33, Mark Dimmer. Eighth place, number 193, John Shanes. And ninth place, number 1, Bob Cronington. The winning time, 118.62. 118.62. They were... competitors for 2 places. Now we'll let you know exactly when that is, but riders, if you can be prepared for that, that's number 10, 57 and 143 in the 500cc sidecar. Race 26, already they're down past me, and I was looking perhaps for John Sims, who has had a good ride so far this afternoon. He's had a second and a first. He's actually in second place at the moment. The leader, he's heading back at the moment. He's got number 42, Chris Phillips, and he's got John Sims. The 3 of them go round the bottom bend, and it's Kevin Buck that still leads from the youngster Chris Phillips, who's chasing after him going up the back straight. John Sims still in 3rd place. So great to see Kevin Buck back to the sort of Grasstrack, and Chris Phillips. John Sims still watching what's going on in front of him. Oh, Kevin went very, very wide coming out of that top bend. I'm sure Chris Phillips will have noticed that as he follows him up the back straight. Sets him up again, hasn't gone into hard this time, so we'll be looking to see if he does make that mistake and he'll be able to dive on the inside. That's exactly what he does. It's Kevin Buck that makes it on the line. Chris Phillips in 2nd, Tony Stark in 3rd, John Sims in 4th. P6 of the 500cc solos. The next time we see them will be in the final. This one sponsored by JT Commercials, Van and Truck Centre at Wareham. A win, his first of the afternoon, for number 27. That, of course, is Kevin Buck. In 2nd place, number 42, Chris Phillips. In 3rd place, number 18, Tony Stark. In 4th place, number 68, John Sims. In 5th place, number 205, Jim Collins. 6th place, number 153, Mike Wells. 7th place, 83, Colin Mills. 8th place, number 130, Mike Vernon. And 9th place, number 47, Chris Coles. The winning time was 120.62, 120.62, 27.42, 18, 68, 205, 153, 83, 130, and 47. Out in these 30s as they get underway. So we can certainly make a difference to overall point scoring as they all go together in that first bend. They start to sort themselves out as they go down the back straight. Ivor Matthews has made the best of it. Oh, it looks to be Ken Hammil that's up in 2nd place. Tim Bennett in 3rd, but I can see now that Kevin Stevens. But at the moment, it is Ivor Matthews leading from Ken Hammil in 2nd. Kevin Stevens now has dropped on the inside of Tim Bennett, but Tim Bennett comes back at him. So as they go into this bottom turn, it's close to that 3rd place, but Ivor Matthews and Tony Miles leading from Kenny Hammil and Jason Barrie. Kenny Hammil getting closer. Now shows that this youngster can be in the bracket of Ivor Matthews as he goes down the back straight, racing after him. Tim Bennett looks to have won that battle for 3rd place. Kevin Stevens now dropping off the racing as he's holding 4th place. But as we see the last lap flag go, it's Ivor Matthews and in 2nd place. Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves still holding 3rd place. And I'm sure that Kevin Stevens has hit problems because you can see now that he's losing that 4th place as James Rogers moves into 4th. The checkered flag, though, goes for Ivor Matthews. He's the one that's getting the pace on the rest of the field. He's had 3 rides and 3 wins. 9 of the 1000cc sidecar event. This one sponsored by Shepherd Glass, and as you can see, they're also sponsors of 184 1000cc sidecar. If you can't remember, it's John Hiscock. Race 27, and the official result reads as a win for outfit number 15, Ivor Matthews, and this afternoon's passenger, Tony Miles. 3 rides and 3 wins. In 2nd place, number 11 is Kenny Hammil and Jason Barrie. In 3rd place, number 12, that's Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. In 4th place, number 4, James Rogers, and should remember the passenger now, shouldn't I? Dave Chopping. And in 5th place, number 1, Kevin Stevens and Daniel Woodley. The 6th place there going to number 16, Mark Sharrock and Kevin Fuller. The winning time, 1:30.11, 1:30.11. Colin Blackbourn has had a good ride this time. He dives in the 2nd place. Mike Farrell is up there as well. And Spreadbury has got to work for it if he's going to stay in contention with those top point scorers. Gary Jackson and Mick Stace have got away and they drive hard up past us. Knowing that they need a good point score this time to get into that semi-final. Have any chance of getting into that final. Mike Farrell wouldn't have changed that though. Mike Farrell drives through on the inside. He's certainly been going well this afternoon, Mike Farrell. Up in the 2nd once again, where he's been all the times before this. Tony Bemister, of course, still on that maximum at the moment. They're back in 4th place. That's Gary Jackson, though. He can't take it away from the crew and the outfit. They look to both be in immaculate form this afternoon. Off that bottom turn, they go. They drive hard again into that top turn. Mike Farrell still holding that 2nd place. He's fought off the battle of Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Alvis. And it's Roy Spreadbury that's now got to try and make up on that 3rd place. But if he's in the 2nd place, though, it's very of the 1000cc sidecar competition. This one sponsored by BDT Welding Fabrications of Poole. A win, his 3rd of the afternoon, unbeaten so far, number 23, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In 2nd place, number 26. And of course is Mike Turrell and Stuart Coe. In 3rd place, number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Alvis. In 4th place, number 43, Roy Spreadbury and Tony Bemister. In 5th place, number 45, Neil Hiscock and Martin Smith. And in 6th place, number 18, Paul Nelson and Lawrence Matthews. The winning time, 1:31.68. 1:31.68 that time. Me for the first time. We look to see who's made the best of the start. They dive into the lead as they go into that first turn. They got Reg Bradley up on the inside and Brett Osbourne trying to come through as well on the inside. So they're very, very close to 2nd and 3rd and 4th, 3 outfits together. But it is Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley that have got away. They drive in, they get the best of the views coming around that bottom turn. Duncan Tolhurst there on the inside of him, and Duncan Tolhurst has done well to get through that gaggle of riders, the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. He moves up into 2nd place. Rob Bradley then hanging on to 3rd. It's Sean Conway Baker and Miles Simmons that have moved through into 4th place. So Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Look over the shoulder. Up behind him at the moment. These are the riders that know they've got to score consistently well in this last ride to get into that semi-final. Remember, it's point scoring all the way through till the final. And as we see the last lap flag going out, is Richard Thomas has had a relatively comfortable ride this time. good day at all by their standards, doing so well in that national qualifier to get through the British Masters this year. Not really been on song this afternoon, but if you watch to see them come round to the checkered flag, it is going to be a comfortable win for outfit number 16, Rick McAuley and Woodley. Duncan Tolhurst takes second place, Rob Bradley takes third, Conway Baker finishing fourth. 7 of the 1000cc sidecars. This one sponsored by SGM, manufacturers of sidecar, Speedway and Grasstrack frames, Toot Hill Shaftesbury. A win for number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In second, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and passenger Symon Wall. In third place, number 87, Rob and Geoff Bradley. In fourth place, number 71, Sean Conway Baker and Miles Simmons. And in fifth place, number 73, that's Brett Osbourne and Maurice Cooper. The winning time, 1:33.56. 1:33.56. Semi-final, and as they get underway, the best of the start. Robbie Wilson up on the inside of them as they go into that first turn. It's all getting close again in that second place. Ian and Rick McAuley have gone wide. John Hiscock is up looking for the inside lines. He's finding his way through and looking to see where Robbie Wilson goes. He's following him every inch of the way. Ian McAuley has gone very well. Actually move up in the third. Now John looking for that challenge, but it's just as I say that, you can see that looking for a challenge on the lead. Robbie Wilson closes right up on Rob and Chris Winterburn. Reg Blackbourn from the back of the field now moves through into fourth place. Barrie and Rick McAuley. Very, very close. And Reg Blackbourn is looking for the wide way around the outside of John Hiscock. That's left the gap for Ian and Rick McAuley to get round, but indeed Reg Blackbourn goes past John Hiscock. Oh, definitely problem for John Hiscock as Ian McAuley comes on the inside of him as well. Rob and Chris Winterburn, they're leading as they go past. In that second place. Reg Blackbourn holding third, and these could be important points for these outfits that could get them at least into the semi-finals as they go down the back straight then into this bottom turn. The checker flag will be seen this time as they come by, and it is the checker flag for Robert Winterburn. Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill take second, and Whitelam takes third. Heat 12, the last of the qualifying heats for the sidecars. We see them out next time in the semi-finals, and this one was sponsored by Dennis Fall Motor Vehicle Repairers at the Ferndown Industrial Estate. A win for number 148, that's Rob and Chris Winterburn. In second place, number 125, that's Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill. In third place, number 126, Reg Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam. In fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Graham Ashby. No other finishes there. Number 15 not appearing in the results due to going off the circuit. A win in a time of 1:33.28. 1:33.28, that winning time. Underway. One rider going well. As they go into that first turn, they've got Chris Lundy with them. They both go very, very wide. They've got riders nipping through on the inside to try and gain the positions while those two go very, very wide. But not quite enough to be able to do it, as again Chris Lundy goes wide to try and get round the outside of Matthew Tyrrell. Matthew responds and puts the car top turn. They go for the second time. Just to see the junior sidecars all in a race together. Chris Lundy fighting every inch of the way, trying to find a way around the outside of Matthew Tyrrell. 22, Jeremy Davis having a go at that second place, so Chris Lundy's got to keep his wits about him. He doesn't want to lose that second place by concentrating too much and trying to catch Matthew Tyrrell. Into the last lap they go. Drives down that back straight. Jeremy Davis now looks as if he's lost the chance of getting that second. He's going to be content with third place. As indeed, Matthew Tyrrell comes round to see that checkered flag for the third time in 3 outings. A terrific ride from him this afternoon. The 1000cc restricted sidecars, sponsored by Vibra-Crete. Nobody does it better. It says concrete slabs, posts, walling, copings and edgings. A win, after all that, for number 96. That, of course, is Matthew Tyrrell and Gordon Quarterman. In second place, number 37, Chris Blundy and Keith Watts. In third place, number 22 is Jeremy Davis and Wayne Wallacott. In fourth place, number 38 is Mike Elliott and Nick Elliott. And in fifth place, number 114, John Cann and Nigel Dennon. The winning time, 1:37.02. 1:37.02. semi-finals, and if you look across the far side, you see that Leicester and Clive Goodwin have made yet again a terrific start. They dive into that first corner. It's Chris Salisbury that's got the chase on. He took advantage of that as well, as Chris Salisbury and Leicester Goodwin got very, very close indeed. Steve Kensington up in the second, not wanting to let Leicester Goodwin get away from him. Tries to stay close to him on the far side as he dives into this top corner. This, I must admit, is where Steve Kensington looks quicker to me. So that's where I think the to lead, but only just as they go into this bottom turn. Chris Salisbury watching what's going on in front of him. He'll take advantage of any mistakes that are made, that's for sure. He'll try and stay in close contention as he goes up that back straight. It's Lionel Cox that's leading the rest of the field at the moment, sitting in fourth place. But all eyes on Julia on this one. Steve Kensington and Neil Bucknell trying so hard to stay with Leicester Goodwin. They've left a gap for Chris Salisbury to come through. And Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes looking comfortable in second now as they go into this top turn. Can Steve Kensington push Chris Salisbury on to make it down again Leicester Goodwin? No. Leicester and Clive Goodwin still unbeaten this afternoon. Chris Salisbury gets second place. That's good points for him, and that's sure of a place in the final. Steve Kensington and Neil Bucknell now must wait to see what happens in the next semi. Of that first semi, it's race 32. It's sponsored by King Brothers Motor Accident and Repairs, Whittle Road, Ferndown Industrial Estate. And a terrific ride from the crew of Leicester Goodwin and Clive Goodwin. Outfit number 3 it is that takes first place. In second place, number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. In third, number 2, Steve Kensington and Neil Bucknell. In fourth, number 78, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. In fifth, number 57, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. And in sixth place, number 4, Chris Hall and Sean Chick. The winning time, 123.38, 123.38. Gary Lloyd, we know, has got better and better as the afternoon's gone on. They get underway. Who's in determined mood to make sure they get into the final? Oh, as they get underway, I can see Gary Lloyd is back in third at the moment. It's Simon Baird that's got to the front. Brian Palmer is there as well. So Simon Baird to the front as they go into this bottom turn. Gary Lloyd has got a fight on his hands as Brian Palmer stays wide but stays quick. He goes up the bank straight and gets into second place. Danny Hogg working hard on the back of Brian Palmer, trying to get every ounce of drive he can out of that machine as Brian Palmer's in next to close. He's let Simon Baird know he's there, and he's saying, if you leave gaps like that, I'm going to come through them. As now all of them close up together as they go up the back straight. You've got Gary Lloyd looking for the inside, you've got Brian Palmer looking for the outside. Simon Baird, though, still hangs on to the lead. Again, Brian Palmer goes with a wide line. Gary Lloyd goes to the inside. Gary Lloyd has got the close to the line if they carry on like this. Brian Palmer inside. He's decided to come inside and have a go. But Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins have got to the front. Simon Baird comes back at him, though, as I say that. Terrific 500cc sidecar racing as they all close up, coming towards the line. And as they go across the road, Simon Baird, I think, hung on to second place, and I think Brian Palmer hung on to third. Well, I know, and Gary Lloyd making sure of a place in the final. It was race 33. It was sponsored by GSAT Limited, the scrap metal merchants at Cobham Road, Ferndown Industrial Estate. Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins will be pleased with that one. It's number 22 that goes in first place, and maximum points to them. In second place, number 41, Simon Baird and Robert Graves. In third place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In fourth place, number 11, Ricky Neal and Clinton Lee. In fifth place, number 21, Norman Haynes and Bob Reed. And in sixth place, number 143, Keith Richards and Colin Haynes. 124.16 that winning time. 124.16. They get underway, and we're looking to see who's made the best of the start. Robbie Wilson has got the better line as they dive into that first turn. It's Rob Winterburn that's found a gap on the inside. 3 outfits together as we go down that back straight. Mike Towles now trying to get in on the action. There's 4 outfits together going into that bottom turn. Richard Thomas has been forced to go very, very wide, but he's kept the power on. Robbie Wilson has held the inside line. Starting to chop and change as Rob Winterburn gets through on the inside again. Mike Towles is in there as well, and those 4 are not going to part from each other, are they? As they go down the back straight, Robbie Wilson must feel he's got second now as he sees Ivor Matthews going away from him. But he can't be aware of the foul that's going on behind him as Mike Towles comes through. What was going on then? He wanted to come through. Winterburn has got into that second place now. Richard Thomas has got Mike Towles to deal with now as they go down the back straight, as he's staying on his sidecar wheel. Mike Towles dives into third place. He's in determined form this afternoon, isn't he? Oh, I've been seeing all that going on. Of course, he's going to run in the final as he drives and leads at the moment into that top end, down the back straight. He's been unbeaten so far this afternoon, and he's now leading this semi-final. We will see him, of course, in the final as he comes towards the checkered flag now. There's just this last bend to go to see what the places are sorted out like. Because with Robin Winterburn come across the line, Mike Towles takes third place, Richard Thomas takes fourth, and Kevin Stevens in fifth. Car race in that, the first of the semi-finals. It was race 34 in your programme. It's event 2, the National Sidecars. It's sponsored by BDT Welding Fabrications from Horton Heath. In Poole, of course, and a fabulous win. His 4th of the afternoon, 3 in his heats and now in the semi-finals. Still unbeaten, number 15, Ivor Matthews, and, of course, passenger this afternoon, Tony Miles. In second place, number 148, Rob and Chris Winterburn, and didn't they have to work for that one. In third place, number 26, Mike Towles and Stuart Coe. They certainly had a go as well. In fourth place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In fifth place, number 1, Kevin Stevens and Daniel Woodley. And the winning time, 132.02. 132.02. We've got Reg Blackbourn on 12 and Tim Bennett on 11. They fly into that first turn. They're going very, very quickly and they've gone very wide. I felt sure we were going to see some changes then, as those 3 outfits went very, very wide. Tim Bennett indeed ended up in the fence by the look of it, and the red flags being put out in the interest of safety. I thought they went extremely wide. I thought they would have got close to the outside markers. Not just the outside markers, it looks as if Tim Bennett has found the first wrecking fence. We've got all sorts of markers on the track at the top of the circuit. We've got the top of the Gary Jackson indeed has got to the lead once again. The rest brought themselves out though as they come round that first turn as we go down the back straight. Gary Jackson setting up the lead. It's Reg Blackbourn that's got into second place. So Reg Blackbourn now holding second spot. Kenny Hammil in third at the moment, and Reg Blackbourn is taking it wide, which is left the back. Unfortunate for Kenny Hammil. Reg Blackbourn drove hard and wide, and you can see that Tim Bennett has now moved through into third place. Well, as they come around this bottom turn, Gary Jackson again goes very, very wide. Reg Blackbourn and Duncan Tolhurst are into that third place. Well, Spreadbury is holding fourth at the moment. Ken Hammil now back in action and chasing after Roy Spreadbury. But he really has got a lot of work to do to try and make up points with all those riders in front of him. As we go into that bottom turn, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace very much in control. We've got two outfits then going through to the final on maximum points. That's going to be a showdown between those two. Reg Blackbourn or Whitelam, who sit on 12 points at the moment. With these points could find themselves going into that final. Duncan Tolhurst and Paul Baisby. Paul Baisby, that was taking me back a bit, wasn't it? Symon Wall, of course, this afternoon. But as the checkered flag goes, it is Gary Jackson who takes the win. Reg Blackbourn takes second, Duncan Tolhurst in third, Roy Spreadbury in fourth. This is where at Christchurch, his 1000cc second semi-final, and it was a win. His fourth of the afternoon, equaling Ivor Matthews. Number 23, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace take first place. In second place, number 126, is Reg Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam. In third place is number 74, that's Duncan Tolhurst, and passenger this afternoon, Symon Wall. In fourth place is number 11, Kenny Hammil and Jason Barrie. In fifth place, number 43, Roy Spreadbury and Tony Bemister. The winning time, 1:32.65, 1:32.65. Reg Blackbourn and Paul Whitelam. Has got the advantage going into that first turn. The two of them together, Reg will be looking for a way through on the inside, I'm sure. And as they go down the back straight, this is where Reg will want to turn the power on to make sure he doesn't lose touch with Duncan as they go into that bottom bend. Oh, watching what Duncan's going to do. The pressure now on Duncan, really. He's got to make sure he holds the perfect line. Where the gap's going to be created. Reg Blackbourn can just stay close to the back wheel and look to see whether there is going to be an opportunity. Knows he's quicker down that back straight. Halfway down the straight you can see where he catches. Look, that's where he's quicker, and it's going to be a choice now of will Duncan be able to hold to make sure that he doesn't leave any gaps on the inside. So if he tries to go quicker, he starts raising the gap. You see exactly what's happening. Reg Blackbourn is trying to go on a quicker line. He's trying to keep the power on, driving all the time. And again, you'll watch, as he goes down that back straight, he'll catch up again. This time he's locked it in, and I would say that Duncan's possibly done enough. He's got one more lap to go. He's held some brilliant sight lines. He's not left any gaps still. I'm sure knows his best chance is gone. In that second lap, he was getting closer and closer. We're always saying this sport, there's no point in ever giving up. So we've got one more corner to negotiate as they go into this bottom bend. Again, Reg will get close, but if Duncan can just hold it straight, he's done enough to get through into the final. He comes to the line and takes the checkered flag. That's enough. This is the final. We're on race 36, and this is the final of the 60 straight goes. those not holding national licences yet. As we get underway, he gets close going into that first turn. Matthew Tyrrell has made a good start, but staying with him is outfit number 22, Jeremy Davis and Wayne Wallacott. They're in second at the moment, but as they come round off that bottom turn, it is Chris Winterburn and Keith Watt still there in third place as they're looking to come through, but they're under pressure from Mick Elliott. As we look to this bottom turn, it is Matthew Tyrrell perhaps going to be somebody we've got to keep our eye on in the sidecar world, because he looks to be the famous sidecar family. And it's great to see that he's now swapped from those years he's had on a solo machine, 2000cc sidecar. And he looks to have taken all the advice from his father, and he knows exactly what to do. Drives it hard. Jeremy Davis and Wayne Wallacott on that SGM Yamaha, not able to close the gap on first place. And is it going to be the checkered flag this time as they come round? It is going to be a victory for Matthew Tyrrell as he comes across the line. And Matthew Tyrrell Red line in second place with Davis and Wayne Wallacott. Chris Lundy takes third place with Keith Watts in the chair. Yeah, and Chris and Alison Maidman. Very, very involved in the world of Grasstrack, and fabulous to see that they sponsored this one. I'm sure they'll be pleased that the overall winner of this one has been number 96 in your programme. A terrific effort from all of them. Matthew Tyrrell and Gordon Quarterman take the win. In second place, number 22 is Jeremy Davis and Wayne Wallacott. In third place, number 37, Chris Lundy and Keith Watt. In fourth place, number 38, Mike Elliott and Nick Elliott. In fifth place, number 19, Sean Bodie and Wayne Russell. And in sixth place, number 114, John Cann and Nigel Denham. The winning time was 136.15, 136.15, that winning time, 96, 22, 37, 38, 19 and 114. As they get away up that back straight, looking to see who's made the best of it. Dean Camera has gone with Malcolm Simmons into that first turn. Simon Giddings goes a long way round, and he's got all the way around the outside. Jonathan Sims, but it's Dean Camera that's got to the front. Now what can Malcolm Simmons do? For the first time this afternoon, he's got riders in front of him. Simon Giddings in second place at the moment, going very, very wide. Going fantastically on a 500 this afternoon. Terrific to see this sort of form from him. As he goes up the back straight, Dean Camera very much in command as he leads in this top turn. Simon Giddings still there in second, Malcolm Simmons still there in third, and Malcolm Simmons up on that top turn. Jonathan Sims is now under pressure from Chris Phillips in that fourth place. But all eyes I'm sure are on the youngster Dean Camera, who looks over his shoulder. He knows he's got an advantage. Malcolm Simmons challenges Simon Giddings, and Malcolm Simmons moves through into second place as he comes off that last turn. They drive hard. Simon Giddings gets second. Malcolm Simmons looks down at machinery. He finishes in third place. It is close on the line to fourth, and I would have said that Chris Phillips might have just sneaked it. But a terrific, terrific ride from the youngster Dean Camera. 500cc solo final, sponsored by JT Commercials, van and truck centre at Wareham, Holton Heath. A fantastic ride from the youngster, Dean Camere. It's number 44 that goes in first place. Second to him, a terrific ride from number 179, Simon Giffings. In third place, number 30, Malcolm Simmons. In fourth place, number 42, Chris Phillips. In fifth place, number 68, John Sims. In sixth place, number 27, Kevin Buck. In seventh place, number 99, Anthony Locke. In eighth place, number 33, Mark Dimmer. Ninth place is 205, Jim Collins. And 10th place, number 169, James Cortheray. The winning time, 117.02, 117.02. They were 44, 179, 30, 42, 68, 27, 99, 33, 205 and 169. Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. We're underway as we're watching go up the bank straight. Who's made the best of the start? It looks like Simon Baird, but I can see going round the outside is Raz Palmer as he comes up that top turn. As well, Simon Baird tries to dive through on the inside again, but it's Lester and Clive Goodwin that have got to the front. They've been very much in control this afternoon, but they had to work around that first turn. Now, what can the rest of the field stay with them? As Brian Palmer tries to go around the outside of Simon Baird, it's all getting very close again on that top turn. Chris Salisbury closing up as well. Gary Lloyd desperately looking for a way through. But at the moment, it's Brian Palmer that's got the chase on to go after Lester Goodwin. He's now got himself in the second. Simon Baird in third. But Lester and Clive Goodwin look very much in control. One more lap to go for them. Indeed. Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg will try everything they can to catch him on that last turn. Simon Baird will be pushing hard. He's in that third place at the moment. Gary Lloyd still battling with Chris Salisbury for that fourth and fifth place. But as we come to the last corner, Brian Palmer will have a go as they come to the line. Oh, we shouldn't forget, of course, that Lester and Clive Goodwin were defending this title. They won the Jim Cole Spectacular in atrocious conditions last year down at Ware. They battled through it and they won it. Very deservedly so that day, and this afternoon, conditions totally different. They've ridden superbly. They've taken it once again. The winners this afternoon in the 500 sidecars, Lester and Clive Goodwin. It was sponsored by Mini Hall Express, a fantastic 500cc sidecar final. The result, officially, is a win, of course, for outfit number 3. That's Lester and Clive Goodwin. They take the Jim Cole Sidecar Spectacular Trophy, as in second place we've got number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In third place, number 41 is Simon Baird and Robert Graves. In fourth place, number 22 is Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. And in fifth place, number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. Sixth place finisher there, number 2, Steve Kentington and Neil Pocknell. The winning time was 122.52. 122.52. The clerk, of course, not happy with that one. The starter's indicating a full start. The red flag comes out. Go in front of him as they get all underway. It's all very Gary Jackson is starting wide. He said everybody else go on the inside. Even Ivor Matthews is right on the inside, but Gary Jackson has kept the power on. Roger Winterburn got in the way of Ivor Matthews. It meant that Gary Jackson could still get round the outside. And very quickly Gary Jackson establishes himself in the lead. Roger Winterburn and Chris Winterburn are in second. And as they close up again, Ivor Matthews has got through on the inside of Chris Winterburn, as has he. Well, there's all sorts of problems going on there. It looks as if Ivor Matthews was looking down at machinery. He again comes through on the inside of Chris Winterburn. But while all that's going on, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace have got away. Rob Winterburn, Ivor Matthews and Tony Miles now they're going up into the old exposed down on Gary Jackson. It looks as if that outfit loses it coming out of that top bend. Gary Jackson has elected to just keep it on song and ride the hard line. Just keep the power on, just keep it drifting. Duncan Tolhurst in fourth, Richard Thomas in fifth, but it really has been a day for Gary Jackson. He looked in terrific form right from the very start of the day, and after that very close start, he's made it all his as he comes to the line. Full power on. Mick Stace in the goal to win. It's a Ivor Matthews and passenger for this afternoon, Tony Miles, can only congratulate Gary Jackson. It was all about that squabble for the first turn. What was Gary Jackson going to do? He had to elect to go wide to keep the power on. The battle got sorted out in the inside of the bend, and Ivor Matthews just then had too much to do. So I think you'll agree that once again we have seen a fantastic sidecar meeting here, complemented with the invited solos. The Jim Cole Spectacular goes on from success to success. And with the Wimborne Club, this Uddens circuit they've returned to, is proving yet again to provide some fantastic racing. Power Sport Motorcycles, Barrett Road, Christchurch, with the win for number 23, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. In second place, number 15 is Ivor Matthews and Tony Miles. In third place, number 148, Rob and Chris Winterburn. In fourth place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Symon Wall. In fifth place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. And in sixth place, number 43, Roy Spreadbury and Tony Bemister. The winning time, 132.06. 132.06. That completes your programmes if you keep them all tip-top and up-to-date. And I can only say that I think that's been the end of some fantastic racing this afternoon. It's not over yet. We've got the presentation to go. Remind marshals and officials that there will be two riders coming out for a very quick practice. And if you have to rush off and get into that Sunday afternoon traffic, well, I think you'll agree anyway that this afternoon's racing has followed on from the meeting we had earlier in the season. The racing here at Uddens always proves to be good. At times we're all a bit nervous about the way the bend's cut out at the bottom, but I think the club have got it right now. They've started to work things out. And with tracks laid out like this, we always get some fantastic racing. There's some fantastic trophies to be picked up as well, and we've got to have somebody to present them. So, a very kind volunteer. I make no reference to the fact that he gave up Grasstrack and went driving silly cars because they're safer. I won't even say things like that, you know, about sort of crashing and banging around in a field, spending 200 grand instead of just a couple. You know, nothing like that. I wouldn't say things like that, would I? Just introduce a good old friend to Grasstrack, Ken Haynes. Well, terrific to see him back here, and of course we've got to call up our winners. We start with the 500cc solo event, and I think you'll agree that if you'd have taken bets before the final, there's an awful lot of money gone on one man. Well, he proved to be wrong. He didn't do the winning, because we had a youngster that come through that I'm pleased to see is going as well on a 500 as I've ever seen him go on a 250. The winner this afternoon, Dean Camia. Well done, Dean. Indeed, all the photographs. One more, and I'm not going to let you escape, Dean, because I want a quick word here. Because I know that down in the pits there this morning, you was in the same little tent as Mr. Simmons.
That's correct, yeah.
So part of the same racing team now, I believe.
Yeah, it's been very good so far. We get on really well, and I can learn a lot from him.
Well, learn a lot, but I mean, how's it going to go down with you actually beating him like that?
I think he takes it pretty well, and I look forward to next week.
Oh, absolutely. Wish you the very best, Dean. In that sort of form, you're going to carry on winning trophies like that.
Thanks very much.
Well done indeed. The winner of the 500cc solo, Dean Camia. So we now move on to the sidecars, and of course, billed as the Jim Cole Sidecar Spectacular. That's what it was all about this afternoon. The winners of the restricted sidecar class, which we always used to call the novice class, whatever you want to call it. We know that when you get fantastic racing, because they know they haven't got these big experts blasting around the outside of them all the time. The winners, in very convincing form, Matthew Tyrrell, Gordon Quarterman. Well, we'll let the photographs taken, but you're going to have to get used to this, Matthew, to keep racing like this. But a few words, and indeed, a fantastic ride this afternoon.
Yeah, the track has been superb, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and you know, I look forward to it coming again.
Well, indeed, we know you've got a long way to travel to come up here, but a lot of support from Father?
Definitely. He wasn't going to come, because Mother wasn't going to let him.
Well, you see, there's family feuds going as well down there, but well done indeed to the 1000cc restricted, Quarterman. Right, I can see that now we've made a start, that the 500 sidecar boys have had a wander up here, and I think you'll agree that though we have all these conflicts between 500cc sidecars and thousands, quite often they're racing on the continent, so they can't get a full complement of riders to a lot of our big events. But when they do, we do get superb racing. Those two semi-finals this afternoon are remembered by me for a long time, and I think very worthy winners this afternoon. They haven't had it easy, although they at times made it look that way. The overall victors in the 500cc sidecars, Leicester and Clive Goodwin. What's this? There's no such thing as luck. Yeah, is that the end of the cameras? Now, I've got to say that this is a bit intriguing, because they were looking for the trophy a minute ago, and I know you won it last year. What have you done with it?
I didn't get it off Paul last year.
Oh no, that's what we were trying to remember. Who had it the year before? You reckon it was Paul Miller?
Said he didn't get one.
No, I don't believe that for a minute, but obviously now you've won it twice. I think we can put a bit of pressure on the club to make sure we find it. He is, after all, a Wimborne Club member, isn't he? A fantastic ride this afternoon, Leicester. I know you do travel across the continent a lot, but fabulous to come to tracks like this and have that sort of racing.
Yeah, the club worked hard on the track. It started to get a bit rough towards the end, but it's the same for everybody, so you've just got to take it as it comes. But without Bob and Pat round today, they spent a lot of money on the engine, and without them I wouldn't have been here today.
Well, fantastic to hear, and indeed you may contribute to them, because it does take a lot to keep these outfits going, doesn't it? It's very difficult to keep competitive.
Yeah, it's even harder when you go abroad and you have to spend thousands and thousands of pounds on your engine, but the race over here, nothing against the boys, you don't have to spend so much money, but it's a lot harder when you go abroad.
Well, indeed it is. We know that Formula's over there this afternoon representing the UK. Plans for the future?
Yeah, to go and win the British final and then get into Europe for next year.
Oh, fantastic. We know you're a very strong competitor, and Clive, I couldn't let you get away without a few words. Well, you see, I'm one of those people that believes that it is a partnership, like in sidecar racing, but you're enjoying the way it's going at the moment.
Yeah, you could probably avoid the bumps a bit more, so it's a bit easier for me, but yeah, I think we're going well, and I'd like to say thanks to Pat and Bob, because without them, we wouldn't be here today doing what we do so well.
Well, indeed, and doing what you do so well is winning this afternoon. The winners of the 500cc sidecar competition, Leicester and Clive Goodwin. Well, now the big one, of course, we move on to the Sidecar Spectacular Trophy, the Jim Coles Memorial Trophy as well, very kindly donated by Ken Lane. And of course, there's a lot of very nice names on this trophy. The trophy was moved from the Andover Club down here to Wimborne, and indeed all those names have gone with it. Now, I know it's rather a special one to be won, and you can see the size of the trophy that's sitting here, that any rider that wins it will be pleased with it. Well, it's knew that it wasn't going to be easy. We know that one or two of our top sidecars are actually abroad representing us in 1000cc racing in Germany this afternoon. We know that also, tragically, we've heard that one of our top riders had a prang last weekend and wasn't here competing. But, nevertheless, when you go to any meeting and you've got a class like we had here this afternoon, it's not going to be easy. Right up to that final, two riders, I'm sure most of the crowd would have pinned it on. Which one, though? In the end, it was, of course, the man that is our national champion still for the moment. The winner this afternoon of the Sidecar Spectacular, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. Now, the question that's racing through my mind is what I want to say to these two guys. Was Ken still racing when Gary started? Well, I've got to have a word, Gary, haven't I, really? Because, you know, you've been flying over to Germany and this, that and the other, trying to get representation of 1,000 chairs over there. But coming to this sort of grass track, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been great today. Really, really enjoyed it. The track, it went away a little bit at the end, but as the other lads said, it's same for everybody. But if you can ride it, it's good.
Well, indeed, it's good, but it also is very, very quick.
Yeah, it's quick racing today. We just thoroughly enjoyed the day.
And the next step now, of course, we start on the Masters Trail, don't we?
Yeah, 4 weeks, I think. We're thinking about it now. We're preparing bikes, getting them ready. Which in our minds at the moment.
Well, you're the representing champion, so it's going to be a tough one to hold on to, don't you think?
Oh yeah, every year it's always difficult. You need a little bit of luck as well as to ride well and have the bike prepared well. You need all of it to come together at once.
Well, you certainly do, and I've got to say, from our point of view, it looks as if everything is together at the moment, except one thing I always worry about is this man over here. Mick, you're not going to get away with it, because obviously some very quick racing this afternoon. You look as if you'd enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was tricky for everyone, but we handled it quite well. I think we chose a couple of different lines to everyone else, but we got there.
Different? I think you rode about 3 times as far as everybody else.
Yeah, but we was quicker, so it didn't matter.
Well, indeed it didn't matter. The fantastic sidecar crew, the winners this afternoon of the Jim Coles Spectacular, Gary Jackson and Mick Stace. And it only remains to me to obviously say well done once again to the Wimborne Club, and indeed think of the dates in your diary when you can come back here to Uddens to watch, of course, the Wimborne Spectacular. There's an open descender on the 3rd of August. Before then, of course, we've got the Masters Trail starting. We've got the national best pairs on the 27th, and up to Skegness for that first round of the Masters, one not to be missed.